This video is going to be all about ranked gameplay. Now, this is a great way to keep me interested in this game, is by having a rank with a dedicated reward system. So if your rank equals a certain amount, you get more gold, more packs at the end of the season. It's going to be pretty awesome to see how that plays out, though the timing is a little weird. Let's take a look at it. It says right here, let me see if I can actually hide my camera. So it says right here, the preseason 1 ends in 34 days, and I'm currently gold tier 3 in constructed, bronze tier 4 unlimited, haven't done unlimited yet. Season rewards for constructed, gold tier, 2 packs, 1,000 gold. I'd like to climb up as much as I can. And what I will say about this setup here for ranked gameplay is that it's a different kind of magic. So it's not like friendly tabletop playing with your family and friends magic. This is competition level magic. There's two things I care about in this world: my family and my rank. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about not getting tilted, playing with your opponents a little bit, helping them play with some emotion, if you know what I'm saying. So there's some tricks that you can do, because you lose body language in the digital formats here. So you can't like react to something you don't have in your hand, or you know, you can't act like you know less than you do at the table. Not that I would do such a thing. I'm just saying you can't. So this is going to be a mulligan, and there won't be a deck tech in this. I will have a link to this deck in the description. I've done a deck tech on it. It's pretty good. It's mono blue tempo. There we go. That's not an awful hand. It's not a great starting hand. I do want the third land. Just in case I don't draw land for a while, I do want to make sure I can get my one of my dudes out. That Tempest the Djinn. So now I can drop a Storm Tamer, hold 1 blue up for a counter spell just in case he has something. He doesn't, but it's just in case. Turn that down a little bit. And then I'm going to hold that blue mana open for that opt at the end of my turn, in case I need to counterspell something like he's doing. There's no reason to hold an opt on turn 1. Alright, so he's playing blue-white, some sort of control deck. I'm fine with that. Normally you see this in blue-red and they start discarding Arclight Phoenixes. Blue-white, what's he going to discard? This is also a pretty good tell too, if you chart a course and discard something that's not so obvious. You know, sometimes it plays against you. We'll go ahead and opt. There we go. Don't need that island. There it is. Now normally you want to save your Tempest to Djinns for leave a mana open, so save it so you have 4 islands. But I'm going to go ahead and play it, because he's playing blue and white. I don't suspect I'm going to run into removal on turn 3 for him, at least not in blue-white. If he plays a swamp and casts him down, then that's on me. We'll see what he's got. He would have to have both the swamp and the cast down. I mean, he could have it. He could be playing Esper. Okay, so 2 islands and a plains. We're in pretty good shape so far. And if we survive with this board this turn, it starts to look pretty good for me. Selective. I haven't even seen this card. I mean, I'm sure I've seen it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Not something that you see is kind of janky right here. He can't spell pierce it. It's a creature spell. He can't counter it, so I'm not really worried about too many shenanigans. You will find some janky decks in this. It is best of 1s. It's not best of 3s. There's no reason for a sideboard. You do lose to some decks and you just go, what the hell was that? It happens. You know, just kind of be ready for that. Okay, so I'm going to drop my second Mistcloak. Yeah, no reason to fear a settle. He may have a Sealaways in there. Might have a counter spell. He might not have anything. He's going to syncopate it. And I'm going to let that happen. He wasted some mana. I'm fine with that. I don't need that Mistcloak Herald all that much. I will decline. Swing all in. Pow. And I'll drop my Trickster on his turn unless I counter something that he's got that's of substitute. So there we go. We're going to just... I'm going to save my Wizard's Retort, because this will counter anything. Spell Pierce counters a non-creature spell, and it's a perfect opportunity because he doesn't have the mana to pay for it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and obsess our Mistcloak Herald because he's unblockable. Swing in for a bunch. Definitely draw that card every chance we get. I'm going to save that Storm Tamer. I know he's playing, you know, some massive destruction cards here, so I don't want to lose. Storm Tamer also directly counters Settle the Wreckage. Sorry, dude. I saved it. I know what you're playing. I'm not gonna... That's game. And I'm pretty sure this is my most competitive deck. Pretty sure. It's a free-to-play. I found it more challenging to play a two-color deck. I did climb all the way through silver with my Boros deck, which is a little janky. A little bit. In terms of the land base. Right? I don't have 8 of the rare lands. Now, if you're going to do a two-color deck, that would be the first thing I got, was all the lands. The Pain lands or the Shock lands, along with the not the Dominaria lands, but the Czech lands. Whatever set they come out in. Some of them are from Ixalan, some of them are from Dominaria. Oh, I think this hand is a keeper. I love Kite Sail or Warkite Marauder. I was going to say Freebooter because I wasn't thinking. Depending on what my opponent's playing. If he's playing super aggro, this may not work out. Oh, lucky for me. Look at this. He's mulligan down to 5. I'll take it. This is a competition level. I don't have any feelings for your mana base, dude. Sorry. Well, I'm running into some lands here. But that's okay, because I'll be able to draw with Chart a Course if I feel like it. So I might hold off next turn. Yeah, so, okay. Let's attack. There we go. He becomes a nothing. We will Chart a Course. Gives us 6. Oh boy, lots of islands. That's okay, because I can drop my Tempest to Djinn and then save a dive down and protect him for a turn or two. Oh, this is rough. Okay, so his dinosaurs cost him 2 less, and he can tap his Huntmaster and give him haste. Lovely. Dinosaurs and gold tier? Okay. Whatever, dude. Okay, so we go Tempest to Djinn, pre-combat, doesn't matter to me. We will Warkite his Tepic. Save my Mistcloak, save my Trickster. Right. No reason not to. He might have a Fiery Cannonade. He probably won't cast it. What I'm really worried about is Lava Coils. So he might hit my Tempest to Djinn with a Lava Coil. In which case I will dive him down a little bit because it's safer down there. Oh boy. I don't think he can hold them. You know what I mean? I don't think he can hold the cards in exile and then save like a counter spell or something like that. And is it revealed? So he stole my Opt. And my Lightning Strike. Okay, so I'll save my Trickster. Alright. Alright, I'm going to live for another turn. Boy, this is janky. And it's always islands. Okay, so I got 5 mana. I'll drop a Mistcloak. Save my dive down. Smack him for 7. Almost wish Warkite Marauder made them permanently 0-1, but that wouldn't be fair. Now the Trickster, I've got to do this before combat or else I die. So, yep, right now, you can't wait till combat. Once he's declared an attacker, you cannot tap him out of attacking. So that's something that I've learned. So we just tap him now, get it over with. And as long as I can protect my board, this is game. So we've won. There's the lava coil. I had a feeling that might happen. Okay, good, good, good. Now if he doesn't have a shock or something, or 2... I'm going to save this Trickster just in case he's got something. But that's 9 damage swinging in. And if he can prevent it, nope, good. Good deal. Ooh, that game had me a little nervous. But again, it's all about making maybe not the most perfect play. I know some of these plays get pretty complicated, but really putting yourself in the best position to win, I think that's more important than trying to stress out too much about making the perfect play. Though, post-game, I tend to do a whole lot of analysis on what I could have done to win. While the game is fun to just play, winning for me is funner than that. So, I do enjoy a victory. Ooh. So I would trash this if I didn't have the ops. Opt for me is worth it to keep because the chances of getting like a Siren Storm Tamer or Merfolk Trickster or something that I can actually activate the Wizard Retort, and then on turn 3 hopefully draw into a land. So if I get a land early with Opt, I may keep it because I need 3 for my Djinn anyways. If I don't have the ops, I trash it because you need a couple of early plays. And again, there's no point in... Oh boy. Okay, I'm hang on to it. There's no point in saving your opt on turn 1. I know sometimes you can make a different decision or fool your opponent. That's a thing. It really is. And now I want him to think that I've got a counterspell. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it there. So now I can kind of mess with him a little bit. But if they have one island, they almost always know it's an opt. So he's playing slow lands. That's good. I do not need that island. We're going to send it on back. If for an island... Whoa, what is happening? Oh, this is risky, but I got to get him out there. That's a risky play. He's got a handful of cards and he's playing black, green, and white. He can be plummeted. He can be... Well, not now. Some people like to put the Curious Obsession on the Mistcloak Heralds because they can't be blocked anyways. In this case, I don't see... There he goes. See, that's what I mean. So this guy we're playing against, through no fault of his own, probably just doesn't have the collection built up yet. Well, I mean, no fault of his own. This is his fault for putting him in there. Had the tap lands, so he's playing slow lands, and oh, we got a card. Hey-oh! He's playing tap lands, and that just slows you down, and in ranked play, for me, that's not good enough. So I really want to make sure my 2-color decks have the lands that are necessary. You can get away with not having, 4 Ajani's or 4 Lyras, you know what I'm saying? But your land base better be there, or I guess 4 Aurelios might be a better example. Not gonna do it with this hand. Nope, I like sleep in there as an option. But we are gonna There we go. This is much better. So I can do a Storm Tamer. Yeah, we'll do that. Storm Tamer first. We'll draw that opt, and then we have the option to play 2 of them. Let's see what we're playing up against here. Boros, it looks like, or maybe less than that. I'm going to go with my War Kite next. Get some early potential damage on the board. And forego the opt for now. Dinosaurs again. Okay, so let's do attack and then potentially counterspell or double opt on his turn. I like that idea. We'll tap his dude, whatever. You go, War Kite. You go, buddy. So I'll have 1 bit of protection for my dudes. Or I can Storm Tamer to protect them. Or if it's another Drover of the Mighty, I mean, honestly, having 2 of them, well, it is a mana source. You know what? It is another mana source, and I don't like him having that. He's like, what? Yeah, it's the Storm Tamer. That's the wizard. So now he's going to shock him to death. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and opt now, and I'm gonna save that. Oh yes, save the other one for the end of his turn if I don't end up counterspelling something that the Siren Storm Tamer needs to counterspell. 2, 4. He's still got enough health to turn this game around. It looks good for me at this point, but I've seen these dinosaurs go nuts after about now. He's got 5 mana. This is not ideal. Yep, there we go. Okay, if it's an island, I should keep it. It's a Tempest Djinn. I will keep that as well. Yep. Give him haste. I expected that. That's fine. That's fine. Oh boy, we're at 12 and he can smack me for a bunch. I'm low on islands. If I was he, I would not be afraid of my Tempest Djinn at all. But it's going to be a nice blocker for his first Drover of the Mighty. Maybe I should not have counterspelled his second Drover of the Mighty. Though if I didn't... Yeah, no, that was a waste. Should have saved it. This game could be a loss. I gotta think he's got a Lava Coil in there, and then he's gonna smack me for 9. I have to start blocking. I don't have much of a choice. He's going to... Shock? Does he have a shock for my Tempest Djinn? Lightning Strike. That was the wrong play. He has lethal. He just goes to face and takes care of business. Well, that doesn't matter. Alright, doesn't matter. Okay, you win this one. Now here's the thing. Well, let me make sure I'm going to seriously lose. This guy tramples. I don't have the mana to do both. I can block 1 creature, take 5. I mean, I'm dead. I'm good as dead. So I'm going to go ahead and concede. I try not to concede too early, especially in ranked play. But don't let it tilt you, okay? That's very important, especially in ranked play. You're going to lose. You're not going to go on these long winning streaks and get 10 in a row and just win, win, win. You're playing against other people who maybe they also care about their rating. That's going to happen. I don't mind losing to things like Mana Screw. I know it sounds funny, but I don't mind. It's a valid reason to lose the game. Okay, I get it. I had 2 islands the whole time. That's why I lost. In that case, I had 3. Not a big deal. I'm going to hang on to that. Yep, hanging on to it. Trickster's a wizard. Marauder's not. Yeah, okay. so now we pass priority. We tap his, if he, yep. So now he can't, and I will happily block his lava runner if he attacks. So that way he loses 2 creatures, because he could save it for the 1 damage. Fine with that. You're playing mono red. This is your whole army. Go ahead and lose it. Totally fine with that trade. But only if, okay, so here we go. Now I can dive down in response to him sacrificing his firebrand, which he will do. There's almost no question in my mind that he's going to make that move. But I have to dive down in response to... Oh, boy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to spend the blue mana and make him sack his firebrand. I know he can do it. He knows he can do it. Oh, and he's not gonna. Okay. That's new. Yeah, okay. Sorry, dude. I drew it. It wasn't my fault. It was on the draw. And I'm going to chart a course. So Wizard's Retort doesn't work anymore. He killed my dude. Though I did get a Tempest to Djinn out of the deal. Please Lava Coil. Okay. That's worse than a Lava Coil. As long as he doesn't start with the risk factors anytime soon, I think I'm going to be in okay shape. Potentially. This is pretty scary at 5/4. He's got a dismissive Pyromancer, which is actually pretty cool. I would have sacrificed the island, or the mountain there. Well, there he goes with that move. Okay. Rats. This is a little frustrating. But if I only draw islands the rest of the game, of course I'm going to lose. I'm not going to let it get to me. Wins and losses happen. I'm saving my counter spells for whatever he's got in his hand. And if I can get any other card, I'll be in decent shape to turn this game around. It's only an 8-point difference. You don't get to have that guy. Say hi when you walk by. Wizard's Lightning. I'm gonna let it go through. No, I'm not. I gotta use my cards. So now he doesn't have a hand. I've got card advantage. He's got board advantage right now. Let's see what we can do with this next. Come on, money. No money. There's 20 lands in the deck, and I've got all 7 of them out there. Well, he's in the same boat, though. He just had a better... Are you kidding me? Banefire, I'm dead. If I draw another island, I'm dead. But like I said, mana screw. This is definitely mana screw right here that's happening. Not a big deal. I get it. It's going to happen. You want to make sure that you don't end your ranked runs on a bad note. Another counterspell. That does nothing, so we're going to concede. We're going to get right back into a game and try and sneak out a win. Still gold tier 3. Trying to break that plane into gold tier 2. The tooltip there says you can bluff not having a spell to play by stopping priority at certain places. That is both true and a lot of fun. Oh boy. This is not a keeper hand. Even though I've got 3 of a Curious Obsession, the odds of drawing another island, though I just got hosed, aren't very good. So we're going to definitely mulligan, and this is much better. And we're on the draw, so let's see we'll scry a card. He's already down to 4. Easy win there. So this is one of the reasons why I do not let mana screw tilt me. It happens. You're going to lose some games. Don't worry about it. And 50 gold coming my way. Easiest 50 gold ever. Right? It's another way you could try and like tilt your opponents is just stopping. You know, just like, and there they go. And then let the timer start to kick down. That'll frustrate people sometimes, and they'll quit on you just because they don't want to wait. It's weird, but they do. Yeah. No card draw, but he considers it. My opponent goes first, so I am on the draw. No. This is too slow. If I was on the play, I might consider this, but I'm on the draw, so I'm going to mulligan. I like opt. I like 2 lands, and I like trickster, and I like chart of course. So I got some card draw, some options, right, and my trickster, so I can keep this hand. An island. That would give me 3 pretty early on. I'm on send it to the bottom. Now, if this is a Tempest to Djinn, I'll feel sort of silly about that move. Yep, we're going to Storm Tamer right away. And then next turn I will save my dive down till the end of the turn. And then Trickster, almost doesn't matter what he plays, I'm going to Trickster out. Ooh, Jeskai, lovely. Lovely. Yes. How did I get so lucky to pull this opponent? You can scry, that's fine. I got one too. He must have had like an essence scatter on top of that. 1 white, 1 blue, 1 red. A lot of options there. Lava coils. I think I'm okay with that. I think I am. So I'm going to go ahead and attack. And then save some of my counterspell magic here. I don't think I need to do Chart of Course because I have an opt for now. So I'm going to opt first. If he doesn't cast anything too scary, I can save my Wizard's Retort. And then I can just... So we're in combat, we're going to pass. Second main phase, my turn. Don't need that. Need whatever's behind it. Essence Scatter. I don't think I need an Essence Scatter either. Okay. Fine, I'll take the damn island. And now we Chart a Course after combat. Got 2 mana open. Why wouldn't it be another island? Remember, Settle the Wreckage targets me, so I can counter it with Siren Storm Tamer. No Teferi for you.
Stop that now.
These islands are unbelievable these past 2 games. Well, 3 games. I do believe I won my last game without even trying. I don't think he's got any creatures in there. He paid for that. That was a mistake, I believe. There we go. He's going to counter that for sure. Then I'm going to counter his counter. And then I'm going to lose my counter spell and all my islands. Okay, that was a terrific play. Is it really turn? Oh, no, it's not turn 5. Okay. I don't have a hard counter, so he can Teferi now. But if he tries to send the Djinn back to my deck, I could dive it down. I can't Essence Scatter that crackling jerk. That was good timing on his part. I can roll it over with my own Tempest to Gen, though. I think we roll it over, right? Isn't that what we do? There's no way he'd just freely take 6. 7. My goodness, can I get more lands, please? I mean, if he takes this and I draw a sleep, he's brave. What's he got going on? That feels like a bit of a misplay, or he's got some tricky business here. Oh, he's got Niv Mizzet. Here it comes. I can counter a lava coil, or dive down and counter. Okay. So he's going to gain 4 and go up to 10. And attack me for 4. Okay. Nothing too scary there. I'm going to go ahead and opt on my turn. No reason not to. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. He's at 3. What does he have? Another Deafening Clarion in his hand? So he can go up to 7. He doesn't have the 2. Alright, so you might think that was silly. Sort of a desperation counterspell right there. I can't let him get that card advantage over me, because this game is actually very delicate, and the odds of him drawing into a hardcore kill card like Niv Mizzet would end the game. And he knows it too, so he saves his Crackling Drake to use as a blocker. Yep, we're going to have to attack, he's going to have to block, and I'm going to have to dive down, he's going to counterspell. I have to do this now. Here comes the counterspell. Seeing if I save my Spell Pierce, it would not matter because he's got all this mana to spend on it. So timing of those Spell Pierces is also important. Yeah, I'm going to take 2 to Ionize. Yeah, got it. He didn't have to tap his lands this way. He's just being a weirdo. Okay. Sometimes you can start hitting your go, like just profusely smashing your go in their face, and they're like, okay, I get it. And then there he goes with the, what I thought he would do with his, oh, it gets exiled, right? Chemister's Insight. Exiled after the jump start, and now he's got 3 cards. He's digging for, gosh, Ral might do well for him, or Niv Mizzet, the Dragon King of Dragons. See, Essence Scatter will not work on Niv Mizzet, can't be countered. Another Chemister's Insight. Here we go. This is going to end the game. Man, we did good. Put up a fight. I can't counter it. I did not get my Teferi. I should have got one, but I never got the code.
We need to move quickly.
Kind of miffed. He'll have 5 lands for himself. Doesn't need the Detection Tower, though it's a good... Oh, here we go. No card draws coming up. No creatures are coming up. What is happening with my tempo deck here? I've only played 2 creatures this entire game?
Keep up the pace.
I don't know, I feel like... Even though this Chemister's Insight has Jumpstart, I still feel like Chart of Course is a better card draw engine. But he's making this work really well right now. Where is that 3 damage going to come from? I mean, he's almost got his Teferi. All I need is a Merfolk Trickster, Curious Obsession, and I got him. Or a Tempest-Djinn, but that Tempest-Djinn is going to be on the field for an awful long time. There's no reason to counter that right now. I'm just going to have to hope that he is digging for a card that he hasn't found yet. And he really should flip this. Yeah, there he goes. Then he can use it to pay 3 and look at the top 4 cards. Where did it go? He can reveal a non-land card from among them. It's actually pretty cool. He tapped that land just so he could untap it with Teferi. Oh, maybe not. He untapped it. Okay. To do that, click a land, and then hit Z on your keyboard. It'll untap it. There you go. There he goes. Now he's doing it. And then he could, with Teferi here, this combo, or with the ability that Teferi gave him, he can untap his the Sunken Ruin Legendary land part of it, and then, yep, yeah, he knows it. And then do more. Boy, this is rough. See, don't let your own impatience get the best of you on games like this, because sometimes you can sneak away with one. You know, if you
skip to the good part.
I mean, it's about to get unfortunate when he gets this emblem. That will end the game. I will probably concede that for sure. He's got 8. This isn't great. Another Curious Obsession. Man. Sometimes if I go through some tough losses like this, I'll play a different deck in like non-ranked just to kind of get out of my own headspace about it.
No more games. I will phase you out of the time stream.
Yeah, just start exiling lands, dude. I get it. I get it. So this doesn't count as drawing a card. You don't get a Crackling Drake. Yeah, let's do it. It's my turn. We're gonna dive him down. That'll do it. That's the game right there. But it's still not the game. That's the game. Oh, who are we kidding? Okay. Alright. Well done. This deck is strong. Jeskai Control is strong right now. Golgari is strong. They're just boring. Still halfway through Gold Tier 3. Let's see if we can't get a little bit better before we quit for the day. That was a frustrating game for sure. If I really wanted to think about that one, analyze it a little bit, I would land on getting up and under it faster. Hey, buddy. Gus is like, that was a tough game. There we go. There we go. More creatures. And I didn't get any creatures. Again, like with eight lands, you know? It's like, what is happening? You leaving? Oh, mono red. Terrific. So I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice my Storm Tamer to the Firebrand. Watch this. I already know what's going to happen. You're good. Go for it. Unless he's got 2 more in his hand, which he might. Okay, it's a Steamkin. Oh, terrific. Okay, awesome. I'm not sure. Oh, I should have played my other Storm Tamer. Yeah. Yeah, that gets through. Okay, that goes through. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can't dive myself down, unfortunately. Yep, I better do it. Saving my Storm Tamer now will prevent him from running away with this game after these next couple of turns. So I can take another 2. I'm okay with that. He's got 4 cards. If I happen to draw into an island, I can chart a course. Perfect. Okay, so I can attack. Chart a course. Build this thing. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be more islands? I'm not going to play my other Storm Tamer now, because he could be drawing into a Goblin Chain Whirler. I'm mostly expecting that to happen right here, which would have killed both my Storm Tamer. Okay, it's a Viashino Pyromancer, which is sort of okay. The Steamkin's going to get huge. Okay. Now we need to start drawing some good cards. I think the strength of this mono blue deck is also really okay. So he's just casting that for the for his Steamkin to get to up to a 4/4. The strength of this blue deck is really in the sideboarding, and in best of ones you don't get that. So you really got to get a good draw in there and get some of your good blue cards out there. Good flyers mostly. Experimental Frenzy, do it. Oh, rats. I'm gonna sack my dude. Counter that ability. If I didn't have another one, I wouldn't do it. There's a Curious Obsession that I would have needed. Oh well, I'm gonna have to block. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. I have to block. I don't have a dive down. My Wizard's Retort is going to cost 3 after he dies, so the right move for him is to attack or shock him, right? Shock the Storm Tamer, and then swing in for 8, and it's game over. Yeah, he's thinking about it, so I'm going to block here. Now, if he's got a direct damage spell here, this is a big fat misplay. He should have won the game. That is a terrible misplay. He should have shocked the Storm Tamer, because now I can counterspell. Wonder if he knows that. And I'm alive for another. It doesn't matter, right? This game is over. He's won the game. But if the game was closer and if I had lethal on the crackback, that was a pretty big blunder on his part. So I'm gonna go ahead and concede that game. And at this point in the journey, I have got to get another win if I expect to climb through the ranks at all. You can't go win-win, loss. It will mess with your head big time. And you got to keep a clear headspace, right? We're playing poker at this point. This is like, you know, not letting yourself get down on your luck or how this has gone. Actually, this is not terrible, though. I don't think I'm going to draw into the land I need and the cards I need. This is good protection, but not good enough card draw. This is better. Okay, alright. I go first, and unless I'm fighting against mono red again, this should go a little bit better. Golgari. Awesome. Done the math on this a little bit. You've got to get one rank per week, not like tier. So you've got to get your tiers during the week, and you've got to move to. So each week you've got to move up like 2 tiers. No, 1 tier every 2 weeks. I said that wrong. each week you've got to move up 2 tiers, and then every 2 weeks you would move up a rank. So you'd move up from like bronze to silver to gold to platinum, diamond, and onto mythic. And I don't think there's a big enough difference between gold tier 3 and gold tier 1, for example. So if you're in the gold tier in 35 more days, I don't think it's worth pushing to a higher gold tier just to do it, because I don't think there's going to be any benefit to it. Adventurous impulse, huh? And he's getting a lot of land, but it's just going in his hands. I'm not super worried about that just yet. I would like some land of my own. Hitting him for 2 is not going to win against Golgari. He's set up to delay the game until he can win it. This deck I'm playing is almost, I know it's tempo, it's almost aggro, it's pretty close. Nope, I do not want him killing a Curious Obsession. Oh boy. That's how it goes. This is how it goes, boys. You cannot let yourself get tilted doing this, though. It is too easy to go, man. Now, this game, I'm going to draw 2 more Tempest de Djinns and then lose with 2 land. Don't let the mana screw mess with your head. It happens. I've seen it happen on paper many, many times. I would like to end the night on a win, but if I lose this game, I'm going to call it quits just because I know it's going to start playing with my head. And I need to walk away. If I win, the same thing will happen. So either way, this is my last game. If I win this game, cool, I'll be happy, and I'll walk away with a win. And, oh boy. Hopefully he starts sacrificing land to Vraska and not killing creatures. Because sacrificing land is sort of the wrong thing to do with Vraska. Yes. It's too early for that. He doesn't have enough land.
Nothing else matters.
There we go. It's too early for me to play my Tempest Djinn also. Converted mana cost 3 or less. Converted mana cost 3 or less. So he's gone right away. So I'm going to swing in. Go face, right? Not Planeswalker yet. Because I want to get that 4th island to protect my Tempest Djinn. Hopefully he plays a land, taps it for something, casts a dude, and then sacrifice. Oh boy. Karn, huh? Oh, this deck. This is like Seth Manfield's version with Karn. I've seen this. I'm not sold on Karn, guys. I don't understand him. I don't recall losing to Karn or losing because Karn was on the field. I think maybe in like a hyper artifact deck it might work, but so he can make a Thopter token and then sacrifice that token? Is that the idea here? I really don't know. Terrific. Thank you, sir. Okay. So now Vraska's at 3. Now I can attack Vraska and play my Tempest de Djinn, even if I don't draw into that island. So this is good. Karn's going to reveal 2 cards. Obviously, you don't get to have that Territorial Allosaurus just yet. I did that wrong. I've done that before, and I did that wrong. That was on me. It's up again. Well, that pisses me off. So I wanted to hit Vraska so he can't kill my Tempest de Djinn right away, and now I can start messing with him a little bit. He's going to have a Territorial Allosaurus, though. That sucks. I'm sitting on 6 damage, and I have a sleep. He's going to start laying down some Chupacabras. In which case I dive down, and then I kill... I've got to get Vraska off the board. I'm normally not worried about Karn, but he thinks this card's amazing all of a sudden. Okay, here we go. Put a card into your opponent's hand. Ooh, this is a terrific set of cards right here. Holy cow. Okay, he gets a Bronte. And I knew better last time. I just was hearing noises. I wonder if he's trying the delay tactic and just gonna see what happens. Underrealm Lich. Okay. Karn can really get as high as he wants, I don't care. And he's gonna sacrifice mana, isn't he? He is, he's gonna sacrifice lands. They always do that. They start sacrificing land when they have 4. And I don't know, it's kind of strange to me. So now instead of drawing a card, he gets to look at the top 3. It's weird to have Karn and like these other Golgari options, right? I'm not seeing this. I've seen this deck before, but I'm not seeing this as a viable combo here. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably I'm wrong, honestly. Okay, let's... You know what? I'm going to kill Karn. No, I'm not. I can smack him for 7 right now. And then he is for sure going to Vraska, -3 Vraska, and try and destroy target permanent with converted mana cost 3 less. He's for sure he's going to do that, right? Yeah. He can't block. Karn doesn't have like an ultimate ability, or you know, a -8 that I'm really worried about. He's gonna think I've misplayed. Hopefully, he thinks he's got me, and now, oh, I've got him. He will be at 8. So if I don't draw into that island, I won't have lethal. But I should be able to protect my dude from the Chupacabra. So here it comes. I will give whoever hexproof, which will be my Tempest Djinn, which will no doubt be my Tempest Djinn, right? And then when he tries to destroy it... Okay, so we're doing terrible card draw again with Karn. This is the worst ability ever. Yeah, you can have Vivian Reed. Sure. Do you have another land in your hand that you're holding out on? Even that ability. So he plays Vivian Reed, destroys target artifact, enchantment, creature with flying, targets my Tempest Djinn, I dive down, I save him. But then he gains 1 life. Goes up to 7. This is a tricky part of the game right here. Okay, we got ourselves a little game going on.
I'm still here.
Okay. I'm gonna resolve that, sure. Bye-bye, Vraska. Don't want to waste my dive down. If he plays a flying creature, like a Twilight Prophet that he might have had, that may not be his only one. I have a sleep. I'm sitting on 6 damage. I think we got him. I think we got him here. Either he's super tilted right now, or he's trying his hardest to frustrate me, which ain't gonna happen. One of those 2 things. But like I said earlier, I'm gonna stick to it. This is my last game. Even if I come away with a win, which will feel great, I've got to stop it there. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and dive down. And unless he has another cast down, the game is mine. Here we go. He tries to cast down, but I dive down. We're going to swing in for 6. Call it a day. Cool. So even with that win, I'm going to call it quits. I had a few good games in there. I feel pretty good about that last one. I don't think I made a dent in my rating. Maybe one pip. Maybe I'm halfway up there now. So I'm going to have to do a little more work. But it's going to take a while. I'm okay with that. This is how I'm going to do it. By avoiding the tilt and just playing through some games that don't look so good. But I'm going to try and make those work all the same. There's no sideboard. So it's just a matter of playing through and making it happen. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. I do this, I do all the events, I do drafts, I do all my pack openings. I do, it's kind of funny, but I still do all my pack openings just because I want everyone to see how this collection grows. It's all free to play. I don't plan on deviating too much from free to play. I'll probably spend a few bucks on it for like pre-releases and stuff like that when Ravnica Legions comes out. But thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Have a good night.